Hello everyone, welcome to another video. I'm Randy, and this is a contest entry, and it's a contest for Doug at the Auditory Vinyl. He has rebranded. His channel used to be known as Doug Anderson, but he changed things up. And so anybody that was subscribed to his old channel, please subscribe to his new channel, or even if you weren't subscribed to his new channel. And he's got 3 prompts in this contest. The first prompt is to show an album that you know another channel that you watch would show. So I am picking Rich Strickler. His channel is just known as Rich Strickler, and I'll put a link below. And he's a big Jackson Browne fan, so I'm going to show The Pretender. This is actually the first Jackson Browne album I bought, and then I started buying the earlier ones from this, and then I kept with him up until, I can't remember which album, but a few of his later ones I don't have. But yeah, this is The Pretender. It's got Here Come Those Tears Again. Of course, the title track, Sleeps Dark and if I could say it, Sleeps Dark and Silent Gate, another great tune. But yeah, The Pretender from 1976. I will say that I'll also do a panel discussion with 3 other people on Brian Massey's channel, Massey's Main Entertainment, which Rich participates in as well. And so I'll leave a link down below for that if you're into film. Of course, Brian also does some music content as well. And now to the next prompt. It's to show 2 albums that you have never or rarely see in the VC. And I don't know how obscure these are, but I don't think I have ever seen them shown in the VC. And the first one is This Day and Age by D.L. Byron. It's a cutout one. But he was on the Arista label. And he was kind of viewed as an American answer to Elvis Costello or Graham Parker. But he was a little bit more new wavy, power pop kind of thing. Produced by Jimmy Iovine. And I got quite a bit of MTV airplay. That's I think why I bought it. Pat Benatar recorded one of his songs called Shadows in the Night. But I guess he had a lot of disagreements with his record company, and he had kind of a drug problem. And he actually didn't release another full-length album for 20 years. Which I guess that album's been compared to Marshall Crenshaw, so I should check it out because I'm a big Marshall Crenshaw fan. But yeah, I haven't checked out the album that came out like 20 years later. I think this one came out in 1980. Yeah, 1980 on Arista Records. So D.L. Byron, if you really like power pop, new wave, you might check him out. Next is the Steve Gibbons Band. This is the album Down in the Bunker. I have to hold something over this right here. But yeah, I think the British cover looks a little bit different. But yeah, Steve Gibbons, one critic called him the British Bob Seger. But it's kind of a working class rock and roll. This album was produced by Tony Visconti, who produced David Bowie, T-Rex, Boomtown Rats. But it's got some cool songs on here. No Spitting on the Bus, Down in the Bunker, the title track, Cholita, and has a great ballad on here called Grace. But yeah, Steve Gibbons Band, Down in the Bunker. If you like Bob Seger, check out the British Bob Seger. The third prompt was to show an artist that was in 3 different bands. I'm going with the versatile and apparently volatile drummer, Ginger Baker. Of course, Eric Clapton didn't last long in many bands, and neither did Ginger Baker. One of the first bands he was in was the Graham Bond Organization. This is their album, The Sound of 65. You notice how it says the Graham Bond Organization. That's because it's kind of keyboard based. Graham Bond was a keyboard player, also participated on vocals. You had Jack Bruce on bass, Dick Hextall Smith on sax, and then Ginger Baker on drums. Originally on Columbia in 1965. This is a reissue on Repertoire Records. And then after he left the Graham Bond Organization, he and Jack Bruce went on to form Cream. Even though they often clashed with each other, they both joined this band with Eric Clapton to form the group. And this is their debut album from 1966, Fresh Cream. This is the US version that has the single, I Feel Fine. Nice covers of like Willie Dixon's tune, Spoonful, and Skip James, I'm So Glad. Great debut album by Cream. Oh, and this Cream album was on the Atco label. And the third group I'm going to show for Ginger Baker was the Baker Gurvitz Army. This album came out in 1974, kind of a combination of hard rock and psychedelic rock. This is their first studio album, and it's with the Gurvitz brothers. Adrian was on guitar and vocals, Paul was on bass guitar, of course Ginger on drums. The highlight probably is the song Mad Jack, but they were on the Janus label. But yeah, that's my completion of Ginger Baker's 3 bands he was in. Also, everyone please subscribe to Doug at the Auditory Vinyl. Hope everyone's doing well, and thanks for watching.